Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here and watching my video, and hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel because I love to make videos about DIY projects and crafts, sometimes a recipe here and there. So if you want to watch my videos, be sure to do that and comment down below what kinds of videos you want to see from me in the future. So it's been a really long winter here in Philadelphia, so I have just been really inspired to kind of create this more springtime, summertime look in my home. So I made a couple of things that I just think make me so excited to come home, and they're all just super easy, so I just thought I would film them and share them with you guys. So let's just jump into the video, and I'm going to share with you guys a couple of the projects that I've been getting up to in these past few weeks. For this first project, I have always wanted one of these cute little blanket ladders that you can just keep in your living room. So I actually just bought two 8-foot pieces of 2 by 2 inch lumber, and I'm just cutting 4 pieces that are 18 inches long and 2 longer pieces that are 4.5 inches long. And if you'll see, I'm wearing my eye protection and also a pair of gardening gloves to give my hands some grip. And as you can see, I'm just cutting the pieces so that they're all exactly the same length at 18 inches. And I like to just take one of these little sanding blocks and kind of just sand down the top surface of all of the pieces of lumber, only because the way that they cut pine lumber, it usually leaves almost like a film on the top, and it doesn't help the stain that we're applying sink in. So I'm using the dark cherry min wax stain. This is one of my favorite colors because it's really rich but still warm at the same time. And the way that I like to stain wood, especially this pine wood, is to paint the entire surface pretty generously and then just use like a rag or a paper towel to kind of wipe off the excess. And you're gonna wanna just let all of those things dry for a couple of hours to kind of let everything set so you're not getting any transfer on your hands. And next I'm just going to lay down my 2 longest pieces. And I'm basically marking 6 inches from the bottom every 12 inches from there on out. So you'll basically get an evenly spaced marking for all 4 of your little rungs of your ladder. I like to pre-drill all of my holes, and I'm basically just going to drill straight through so that when I actually use my screws, I can get some really good depth, and then you'll get more stability. And as you can see, I'm just lining up my center lines to make sure that everything's going to be super straight, and just screwing these guys in there. And it's very easy. Just make sure, if you don't have a clamp, just make sure that you're pushing on the wood so that you don't get any of that separation in between the pieces. Typically, as long as you're tightening the screws enough, it should be fine. And as you can see, the obsession with anything Ikea and their artificial plants continues. I found this really cool wire pendant from Ikea, and I just decided to put to use some of these little greens that I had found there. And I thought they would just be the coolest little pendant lamps up above our bed. So I'm basically just going to attach this like fake fern in through the bottom of the pendant and secure it with some twine. And now I'm basically just adding some extra foliage pieces that I had from another project, but you could certainly just leave it like this. I think this looks absolutely beautiful, but I just decided to add some more greenery to the top and the outside using the hot glue gun. And I just think this looks so gorgeous and unique. I've never seen anything like this. I kind of was just in Ikea and just got really inspired by this lamp and thought
thought this would be really, really cool to add some greenery in our bedroom. And I just hung this using some O-hooks, and I just screwed them directly into the ceiling. I did use my stud finder though to make sure that I'm actually drilling into a stud. That way you're gonna get like the most stability out of this so that you don't get anything like falling on our heads in the middle of the night. So. And finally, I decided to put together a really cute gallery wall in front of our little dining table. And I've always wanted one of these and just never had the patience to actually do it. So I went to Ikea and just bought a ton of really inexpensive frames. And I started by just laying everything out generally on the floor so that I could kind of get some inspiration and kind of just a very rough outline of how I wanted everything to be. And as you could see, I had my little assistant, Stella, trying to help me with this creative project. And then I actually ended up finding this really cute little gold. It's actually a napkin holder, and I don't know why, I just was so inspired to put it on the wall. And actually it makes almost like a little shelf. So I ended up using that, and you'll see when I actually start attaching things to the wall. And I did just want to mention actually that this mirror here with the greens, I do have another video on how to make that, and I had it hanging somewhere else in the house and I just got tired of it there, so I thought I would move it here and kind of incorporate it into my gallery wall. And I'm just using some frame hooks on the wall and just kind of replicating in general how I had everything laid out on the floor. I didn't stick to it completely, but I just thought it would help kind of give me some ideas about where I wanted everything, and I ended up going for sort of a more like abstract kind of design. I'm sure you could find on Pinterest some ideas for like very, very structured ideas for gallery walls, but I just wanted something a little bit more freeform and kind of just like went with what I thought looked good in the moment. So yeah, I think this turned out so well. I'm actually really surprised what kind of a difference it made in our living space.
So that's it for the video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to have a couple more videos for you in the next few weeks. And if you did, be sure to head on over to Instagram as well. It's just Grace_Libano, just like it's spelled here on YouTube. So yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys in my next video. Bye.